Hi guys, hi friends, hi family, hi YouTube and YouTubers, hi friends. I'm just sort of reading through some of the YouTube, like the YouTube guidelines, and just checking on any new updates as well that are coming through. I know I'm not the only one trying to get involved with YouTube and blogging and things. I know the best time to start a YouTube page is when YouTube first hits the nation. I think it's been out for a while, but a lot of people don't really care about the internet. We all watch YouTube videos and have access to the internet, but we don't always end up making YouTube channels with vlogs and pages. There is a page for that in New Zealand. A lot of people are trying to manifest YouTube pages in the community and start YouTube channels and vlogs. And by manifest, I mean they're trying to say that they've already made $10,000 before they've made any money. And that's the incorrect way to manifest on YouTube. So the best way to manifest on YouTube is to set a goal for yourself of what you want to do, and then try to find maybe some classes, or after reading the guidelines I found that you have to create your own music, you have to represent yourself in the channel, you have to go and have a cleanse, I guess. There's all sorts of YouTube channels, so don't feel bad. I know the most popular lifestyle vlog option in New Zealand is a traveling vlog or a foodie vlog. I did my traveling and my foodie adventures before I started YouTubing. Unfortunately, I didn't even think to myself to add a video to everything. I was working really hard at the time and making a really good income as well, so I could have bought like a really magnificent camera. It's just all the things that I don't realize that gets to me. So just my advice, if you're starting a YouTube channel and you're in New Zealand or you live in a small area in the world, maybe the islands or something, you could potentially read through everything, and if you've got the funding, the best thing to do is to actually Google some things. Like, I would Google YouTube promotion websites. Like, at the moment I've used 3 and they have worked. I have just found a new one. It's called Scarlet, which sounds really cool. I love the sound of it. Sorry about my makeup. My skin looks terrible today and my face looks fat. So what you could do, I would like kill to have a boyfriend. right now who can do like the IT on my YouTube or like help me read through YouTube. What's stopping me from getting really good at it is that New Zealand is such a small country, and it's time consuming. It's like a full-time job. But if you want to do it the proper way, because of the way that things are structured here in Christchurch and in New Zealand, if you want to be play with it like hugely and not have any guides, I would say just do a travel vlog of you traveling the world and the country, and just don't tell anyone where you're from unless you want to. But if you're planning to do the vlog here as a settled person, not going anywhere, like you're not planning on traveling, you're just wanting to do something from home or in your own city, or like in the island in your area, your region, what you could do is download, if you've got the funds, download a few apps that you might need. One for editing if you don't have a personal editor, or if you haven't been to editing school, or if you're feeling really like you just feel a little bit rusty and you want it to be easy. I would say you'd need quite a lot of gigs on your phone, like a lot of space on your phone. You're going to forget to vlog a lot of things, so it is quite a full-time thing. Like, people are uploading things every single day, and if you don't want to run out of things, I would suggest like trying to do a vlog while you're on holiday is a good idea. But you'd have to have an income, because it would be better to purchase Scarlet or a promotional app and just click on buy the watch hours and buy 1K subs, just to get yourself over that first initial hurdle. Because if you're having issues with the way that you think and the way that YouTube is, then I would recommend just spending the money. If you're feeling like you're in a good enough position to spend like $1,000 or $800, and then you can promote your YouTube. If you've got the technical skills to hook the channel up to Google Ads and every other thing you've got to click on, then you can definitely have a YouTube channel. Right now, because I've missed so much vlogging, I'm like wondering if it's too late. But if you're like in your 20s, like 20 years old and above, that's a great time to start a vlog. For me, I found it really supportive. I have got lots of people who comment on my lives. They join me and they talk to me and they keep me company. I've also had a little bit of success doing shorts videos, and I like that the minutes have increased on the shorts from 1 minute to 3 minutes long. So it gives you a little bit more time to practice doing your shorts videos. But if you've already got everything set up, then that's great. I think you're at a disadvantage and a higher stress level if you're trying to vlog without any advantages. So you've got to remove all your disadvantages, is what it says as well. Just try to remove as many disadvantages to yourself as possible. And this is like a life fact for everyone. Like, have you ever been to executive college or anything and made all your funds already? Clearly you're not going to, typically you're probably going to just ignore YouTube anyway because you're like busy. But if you want to try to get YouTube to pay attention to you, you have to rule out any disadvantages. And even that just means like like getting out the thumbnails and the music that you want to choose and just sticking to it. Or if you don't like having an intro with a thumbnail, then don't add that. But if you think that it might attract a different type of audience for you, depending on your personality, then maybe that would be good for you. So with me, I've just been filming anything and just thinking like things that I buy at the store, like clothing and Temu packages and op shopping and smoothies and just quick little nice little recipes, floristry and flowers, pouring, like making coffees, doing a little bit of lifestyle vlog. So sometimes that means going out, taking advantage of my what I have going on. So if I'm driving out to another destination, I might want to put the vlog on and drive to the house or the cafe. I might want to show you guys some of the artwork that I'm doing. It's like pretty good. Like you don't have to exhaust yourself hiking if you don't already have the stuff. But I know that when I've been out walking long distances and gone on hikes, I've only been focused on my hike. But if I had practice as a vlogger, I know that it would probably be really good. But for me, I don't usually go on really long hikes. I usually keep my hikes down to, I don't know, like 2 hours. I could probably hike for 5 hours, but when I'm with friends, we just usually prefer shorter hikes. Not saying that won't change. If you have a friend that's willing to do a really long hike with you, you could do that. I prefer to take a friend because I always prefer to stay safe. And if we want to talk to strangers on our hike, then I prefer to have a friend with me because it's too dangerous going alone. So if I was you, I would recommend like meeting somebody from a hiking page, or joining a meetup group. But if you're wanting to hike and film, I would say taking 1 or 2 people would be good because it gets really difficult in really large groups to do vlogging and stuff. So yeah, I hope that helps a little bit. I use Canva. It's just an app that creates thumbnails that I like. It's on my YouTube page. I also have, what else do I have? Apart from Canva, which I use, I also used, Canva. Canva to download. Oh, YouTube Cuts. So I've got 2 apps. Canva for thumbnails. If you've got a tablet or a laptop that works really well, you could probably just do all your editing on the laptop. I have a laptop, but I have not upgraded it yet. But I used Canva when I was first getting into YouTubing. So I downloaded everything then, and then I just downloaded the editing thing. But it's actually really good to use the YouTube editor and promote the YouTube editor that YouTube has created with YouTube in general. So I hope that helps. you can go to the YouTube creators channel and just have a look through it. As for some of the things that I see on YouTube, that's up to you, but I know that it's good to be kind and courteous. So anything that I've like just tampered with, I guess, just while I'm mucking around with YouTube, I've just tried to pull out some different people that I could substream, and then basically with the things that I say, and then I like cut out the things that I say, and then I can clean up the channel, and then I can follow community guidelines, and I can also say I don't like gossip, and I can add an admin to help me if I need to control the any spam that comes through. So yeah, it's good to get your friends, if you've got any girls that you could get into your YouTubing, if that's your niche. I know that it's good to have a partner in life, or somebody like that can recommend you somebody in the city that could say, oh, okay, if you pay me $150, I can set you up on this YouTube function that you're like having trouble with. But it means you'd have to go through and look at the channel and like fine tune the channel and stuff. So yeah, I know that since I started my YouTube channel, I've been watching other YouTube channels of people who are just doing things the same way that I do, but they've had their technical stuff switched on, which I don't fully have yet because I haven't paid for the watch hours. So I've got 1,000 watch hours, but I need 4,000. So it would cost me potentially like another $300 or even more just to pay for the last remaining watch hours. And then if I felt like my subscribers were still available to me, I would restructure the whole YouTube channel and upgrade my tech. I would do everything that I can, and then I think I'd be pretty happy and pretty happy and then yeah, I think that would work really well. So I am thinking about that. And I'm trying not to discourage other people, but I know that that if you're starting one now as opposed to when YouTube began, then that's a different story. And obviously age doesn't matter. I'm watching a YouTube channel at the moment of a man in America who's really quiet and stable and really like, he's really like an easygoing type of character, and he's at the same age as me. You know, he's even got a few grey hairs and stuff. So he'll be my age or a couple of years older. So it honestly, it doesn't matter as long as it's something that you can get support for. But it does require you to put yourself out there and spend a little bit of money. And that's the same with most things in life. And I'm kind of regretting the fact that I didn't have my YouTube sorted out about 4 years ago. When I was doing all of my traveling, I traveled the whole of New Zealand, and I also went on a massive vegan foodie adventure, and I'd been out dating since my last breakup, and all these things that are really great for YouTubing, and all the op shops that I go to all the time. It's like, okay, I have to start to figure this out a bit more, but that's the sort of information that I want to give to anyone who is in my position, whose YouTube has like stalled a little bit. I know you don't really want to expect like to be incredibly successful and have hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but that's not to say that that wouldn't happen to you. I mean, that could happen to you if you want it to. So get used to having stuff. Get used to being like, you know, attracting abundance for yourself. Just get used to having money. Get used to having attention. Get used to being bubbly and happy. Get used to anything that you need to do. Just try your best to do that. You can probably still share on YouTube when you're feeling down about something. Sometimes if like something is happening to my cat, or they stop selling my favorite seasonal fruit, or anything that's not going to be too disruptive is good. Obviously just for YouTubing and vlogging and stuff like that. Obviously you're going to need to have a lot of like dignity and respect and stuff, but YouTube doesn't always do that. Sometimes it's like YouTube will support your failures too, but what I always say on my YouTube channel is that there's no malicious gossip and things like that. So that's probably one of the only standards that I actually have. I also have standards that mean that I honestly don't think I'll be showing my like entire body on YouTube. I'll always have some sort of clothing on. I hope that helps. Good luck. Try to stay really like wholesome hearted and stuff, because we need more people like that care about the right things and still want to do the right things. I mean, those people are entirely rare. Those people everywhere. They're beautiful, they're sexy, they're kind, all that good stuff, okay? So take care. Well, honestly, if you see anything on my channel that you want to discuss with me, or you want to suggest or give me a hint that you were uncomfortable with it, just try to tell me about that. But if it's not that big of a deal for you to adjust to, then that's great. Take care, YouTubers. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you to anyone who subscribes to my channel. Thank you for subscribing and giving me a like and making comments. And I am going to improve the YouTube channel. Depending on how my friends and family feel about YouTubing, I would welcome you guys in to do a few fun things with me. I might be going to paint my mum's toenails out in the other city. So we'll drive out to the other city and I might just show you a wee snippet of that. Thinking about upgrading and buying, it's like, you know, those, laser drying things for when you're getting a manicure or a pedicure. You put your hands under the machine like this and it dries the nails so that the nails will stay painted for longer. It will chip a lot slower, or you can remove it before you see it if you don't like your nails, like if you don't like watching your fingernails getting chipped away at, you can probably just like remove it with anyway, I'll tell you about that later. I'm not about to become a professional in the acrylics range, But I will just show you a little bit about that as well. So take care and bye.